Shares of REC, PFC, Hudco, Ireda, all these financiers rise as RBI releases softer than expected project finance norms. New provisions will also only apply for loans sanctioned after the 1st of October this year.
Northern Arc trades with a cut of close to around 4% after a large trade sees nearly 14% equity worth around 440 crore rupees change hands at a price of around 197 rupees per share.
Delivery under pressure as Jefferies downgrades the stock to an underperform rating, cuts its target to 315 from 500 earlier. The brokerage believes Meesho's insourcing could pressure Delivery's third-party express parcel business.
Shares of Sun TV fall over 4% as sources tell moneycontrol.com of a legal feud between the Maran brothers. DMK MP Dayanadi Maran and Sun TV owner Kalanithy Maran, they in fact are engaging in a dispute. A muted debut on D Street for Oswal Pumps. Shares list at a 3% premium to issue price compared to the issue price of 614 rupees. But don't go anywhere. The management will join us shortly discussing the company's post-listing strategy. Vivek Gupta, the chairman and MD, joins us. Hello and welcome to Chartbusters. We are coming to you live from the CNBC-TV18 Motilal Oswal studio. I'm Nigel D'Souza. With me is Mangala Malu. And as we speak, the market's at the high point of the day. Volume's not very high. Yesterday, we fell on rather low volumes. But today, in fact, there's a good pickup, Mangalam, to start trade. The Nifty is up already 200 points. The Nifty Bank is, well, 500 points higher. And I'll tell you what, both of them are trading above their 20-day MA. Yep. You like the look of that? Breadth of the market as well, keeping in pace. So pretty good start. Pretty good start,
you know. And in light of what the Nifty was doing yesterday, it seemed like there was a magnet that was attached to that 24,800 mark. Despite the sell-off that we saw in the broader markets, that was telling you that maybe at lower levels, there was some buying for the market. And post the expiry day sort of trades that we saw, the market's now sprung back up above the 25,000 mark. It will be very crucial to see whether it sustains above this or not, because if it does, then there could be case for some short covering as we move into the expiry week, the monthly expiry week. The important part is that three of the market's heavyweights, all top three batters, doing extremely well. You spoke about the Nifty Bank up 530 points. Pull up the Reliance stock. That too is up around 1.5%. So that's supporting the cause of the frontline index. And then we have the IT index as well. There was a dip on the IT index somewhere at the start of trade. That has been bought into, and the IT index too has moved back into the green. So all three batters doing extremely well. Let's hope all three batters for Team India do well as the India-England Test series gets underway today. But all that done, we have a debut on D Street. Oswal Pumps saw a muted debut in line with what the market has been doing as well. It's opened about 3% above its issue price and now holding around those levels. Vivek Gupta, the chairman and managing director of the company, now joins in to discuss their post-listing strategy. Thanks a lot, Mr. Gupta, for joining in. Congratulations. It's an important day for you and your company in this journey. But you know, what the street wants to know from here on is what is your revenue growth plan post the ending of the PM Kusum scheme? Because nearly 9/10 of your revenue, 87%, comes in from the PM Kusum scheme. And that comes to its closure in March 2026 without any clarity on whether there would be a newer scheme here or not. So what are you doing to diversify away from that is the big question that everyone wants to know.
Yeah, thank you very much for your wishes. Definitely, जो PM कुसुम हम आगे देख पा रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छे तरीके से बहुत बड़ी ग्रोथ देख पा रहे हैं और डेफिनेटली इन कमिंग ईयर ऑलरेडी गवर्नमेंट ने ये बहुत एग्रेसिवली स्टेप ऑलरेडी ले चुकी है और इन द मंथ ऑफ अप्रैल मिनिस्ट्री ने एक मीटिंग कॉल की थी जिसमें हम सब वेंडर्स थे एंड गवर्नमेंट इज गोइंग टू इंट्रोड्यूस PM कुसुम 2 इन अ वेरी एग्रेसिव वे. सो गवर्नमेंट हैज़ ए प्लान इन FY27 टू इंट्रोड्यूस दिस कुसुम 2 एंड अभी से गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत एग्रेसिवली स्टेप लिए. सो आवर ऑल इंडस्ट्री आर क्वाइट वेरी श्योर कि ये PM कुसुम जो योजना है जो गवर्नमेंट का बहुत ही एक प्राइम प्रोजेक्ट है, बहुत ही एक aggressive project, it will go on in a very aggressive way. Thank you.
All right. Hi, Mr. Gupta. Good morning. And thanks a lot for joining in. PM Kusum 2, by when will it be unveiled?
Yeah, actually, because this PM Kusum 1 ये तकरीबन FY26 में ये फिनिश होने जा रही है और अभी से गवर्नमेंट ने इसका इनिशिएटिव स्टार्ट कर दिया है। सो इन द मंथ ऑफ अप्रैल ऑलरेडी गवर्नमेंट ने एक मीटिंग ली थी सभी वेंडर्स की, जिसमें अपने व्यू पॉइंट गवर्नमेंट ने क्लियर किए कि वी आर कमिंग अप इन अ वेरी बिग वे इन कुसुम 2 प्रोजेक्ट, PM कुसुम 2। सो आई थिंक विद इन दिस कैलेंडर ईयर PM कुसुम 2 इंट्रोड्यूस हो जाएगी, ताकि PM कुसुम 1 के फिनिश होने से पहले पहले ही ये स्कीम बहुत ही एग्रेसिव वे में कंटिन्यू हो पाएगी।
All right, that is one positive, but apart from that, under PM Kusum currently, how much are your receivables from the government, and by when do you expect to receive them?
Yeah, actually, if we talk about the receivable, it is practically at present all receivables are under control, and at present we are getting all receivable within 140-150 days as expected. So definitely there is no challenges, but definitely in near future, whatever government is thinking in a very aggressive way, and government will definitely is working on reducing of working capital cycle, because government want to install more and more agricultural pump. Yeah.
But 140-150 days you are talking about, that is nearly 2/3 of your revenues which are stuck in receivables. I'm looking at your receivable days. FY23 was 66 days, FY24 was 91 days. Now it's come to 142 days. 142 days is almost half a year, sir.
Okay.
उसको कम करने के लिए आप क्या कर रहे हो?
देखिए, एक्चुअली क्या था कि जब हमारे जो साइकिल था 60 डेज या 90 डेज का, उस समय हम लोग गवर्नमेंट्स की कोई भी सेल नहीं करते थे और हम डायरेक्ट पार्टिसिपेशन EPC में नहीं करते थे। सो एक साल पहले हम लोगों ने EPC बिजनेस में एंट्री की हम लोग, और डायरेक्ट पार्टिसिपेशन हम आज के दिन कर रहे हैं। सो ये एक वजह है कि गवर्नमेंट्स के जो साइकिल है, यहाँ पर हमारे लिए लॉजिस्टिक भी है। हम अपनी कंपनी से मटेरियल भेजते हैं, वेयर हाउसिंग करते हैं, इंस्टॉलेशन करते हैं, देन पेपर सबमिशन करते हैं। सो लॉट्स ऑफ वर्क है। तो ये पूरा साइकिल प्रैक्टिकली 120 to 150 डेज का साइकिल रहता है, जो कि एक अभी तक का जो पूरी PM कुसुम का एक मानना था कि एक रीजनेबल साइकिल है। बट डेफिनेटली क्योंकि PM कुसुम एक गवर्नमेंट का बहुत एग्रेसिव प्लान है, तो हमने भी रिक्वेस्ट की है गवर्नमेंट से, गवर्नमेंट भी सामने से बहुत एग्रेसिव है कि ये पेमेंट साइकिल किस तरह से रिड्यूस किया जाए, क्योंकि अभी तक इसमें बहुत चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जो गवर्नमेंट ने PM कुसुम में जब स्टार्ट किया था, लाइक पोर्टल्स बहुत एक्टिव नहीं थे। अब गवर्नमेंट के सब पोर्टल्स बहुत एक्टिव हैं, बहुत ऑनलाइन है। सो उस समय बहुत चीज़ें गवर्नमेंट 90 डेज़ के लिए सर्वेलेंस पे डालती थी, सब डाटा चेक करती थी। नाउ गवर्नमेंट वांट टू रिड्यूस दिस साइकिल, सो डेफिनेटली गवर्नमेंट इज वर्किंग ऑन इट। सो वी आर क्वाइट वेरी श्योर कि इन कमिंग फ्यूचर यू विल सी दिस पेमेंट साइकिल विल बी रिड्यूस ड्रास्टिकली.
Okay, all right. Mr. Gupta, a few details I wanted for you. In the coming year, what kind of a revenue growth can you do? Point number one. And point number two, with the capacities that you have, which are not fully utilized, peak capacity can be what? What revenues can you do at the peak? 1,500, 2,000 crores, what can it be?
Okay. देखिए, जैसे अगर आपने हिस्टोरिकली ग्रोथ देखी है कंपनी की, तो कंपनी आगे भी बहुत अच्छी ग्रोथ एक्सपेक्ट कर रही है एज पर इंटरनल प्लान्स जो भी कंपनी लिए हैं। सो वो प्लान्स में किसी तरह का कोई चैलेंज कंपनी फेस नहीं कर पा रही है और बहुत क्लियर विजन आ पा रहा है। इनफैक्ट जितना कंपनी सोच पा रही है उससे ज़्यादा मार्केट में डिमांड क्रिएट हो रही है, उससे ज़्यादा मार्केट अवेलेबल है। इनफैक्ट एट प्रेजेंट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ओनली इंडियन मार्केट, बट इवन ग्लोबली मार्केट इज ओपन अप। सेकेंड, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट योर सेकेंड पॉइंट, मुझे बताएंगे दूसरा क्वेश्चन क्या था आपका, मैं भूल गया।
सर, आपका पीक कैपेसिटी क्या रहेगा टू डू विद द करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट यू हैव मेड? पीक कैपेसिटी क्या 1,500 2,000 करोड़ क्या रहेगा?
देखिए, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट कि FY25 में हम लोगों की जो पंप मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कैपेसिटी थी, दैट वी यूटिलाइज अराउंड 80 to 85%, एंड विद दिस IPO प्रोसीड्स हम लोग इस कैपेसिटीज को अराउंड 2.5 टाइम्स तक हम इसको लेके जा रहे हैं। सो एंड विद इन दिस ईयर काफ़ी हद तक हम अपनी कैपेसिटी को अचीव कर लेंगे विद इन दिस फाइनेंशियल ईयर, और ऐसे ही करके हम साइमल्टेनियसली जो सोलर मॉड्यूल की कैपेसिटी है वो हम कमिंग ईयर्स में अचीव कर लेंगे। सो एब्सोल्युटली जो भी डिमांड्स हम लोग एंटिसिपेट कर पा रहे हैं, सो पैरेलली हम लोग अपनी कैपेसिटी बढ़ा रहे हैं। सो आई थिंक देयर वोंट बी एनी इशू टू कैप्चर ऑल दिस डिमांड।
Mr. Gupta, two things. One, you are increasing your capacity, demand is coming, you are working on reducing your working capital timelines also. But all said and done, your cash flow from operations was negative 197 crores. तो क्या पॉइंट है इतना बड़ा सेल करके जब आपके कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस नेगेटिव है, मार्जिन्स इंप्रूव हो रहे हैं, बट कैश जनरेट नहीं हो रहा है. दैट इज वन ऑफ द कंसर्न्स. एंड सेकंड पार्ट, यू स्पोक अबाउट एक्सपोर्ट्स. They account for 3 to 4% of sales. How much further can they grow from here?
ओके देखिए, मैं आपको दोनों बात का, मैं पहले एक्सपोर्ट की बात करता हूँ. इफ़ वी टॉक अबाउट FY24, हमने एक्सपोर्ट अराउंड करीब 27-28 करोड़ के आसपास किया. पर अगर FY29 के 9 महीने में अगर हम देखते हैं तो तकरीबन हमने 30 से 40% में लास्ट ईयर से कवर कर लिया. 35-36 करोड़ का हम ऑलरेडी एक्सपोर्ट्स कर चुके हैं और अभी हमारा 4th क्वार्टर था. सो डेफिनेटली एक्सपोर्ट्स मार्केट हमारी बहुत तेज़ी से बढ़ रही है, बट ओवरऑल ग्रोथ ज़्यादा होने की वजह से परसेंटेज आप उस ग्रोथ एक्सपोर्ट में कम देख पा रहे हैं. And the first question you asked, this
Cash flow from operations is negative.
या देखिए, कैश फ्लो में क्या है कि अगर कंपनी एक साल में लास्ट ईयर FY24 में कंपनी ने जितना रेवेन्यू किया 9 महीने में उससे बहुत ज़्यादा रेवेन्यू कंपनी ने किया. और जैसा आप हमारा रिसीवेबल साइकिल है, इट इज़ अराउंड 140 to 150 डेज. ये टेम्परेरी ट्रांजिशनल कैश माइनस है आपका. अभी 2 वजह से हमारा कैश पॉजिटिव होने वाला है. आप इसी साल में देखेंगे FY26 में हमारा कैश पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, क्योंकि जो हमारे पास प्रोसीड्स आ रही हैं, एक तो वो एक वजह है जिससे हमारे पास कैश फ्लो पॉजिटिव हो रहा है. सेकंड, जो कंपनी के इंटरनल एक्रूवल्स आ रहे हैं इस साल में, वो भी हमारे 3rd क्वार्टर के बाद अगर आप चेक करेंगे तो कैश फ्लो हमारा पॉजिटिव होना शुरू हो जाएगा.
All right,
because growth is so phenomenal, that's why this is the only transitional phase.
Mr. Gupta, thank you so much for joining in and giving us the outlook on the company. The street has bought into what you are saying right now, and as a result of which we have seen a smidge higher on the stock price as well. But more importantly, the street will closely be monitoring a couple of things. One, the extension of the PM Kusum scheme, if the second scheme comes by or not. Secondly, how your cash flow from operations and working capital improves. And thirdly, most importantly, how your business outside of the PM Kusum scheme also grows. But all those questions and all those discussions for another day after you report your last quarter's results as well. Until then, congratulations and enjoy your day today.
Thank you. I'm sir, you are most welcome. Anytime you are most welcome. Thank you.
With that, we'll take a short break, come back on the other side. We'll get you more on the markets and a lot of stock-specific action.
Welcome back. Well, good move is what we're seeing in terms of traction from the broader markets as well. A couple of these stocks from the railway pack that got hit, they are trying to bounce back a little bit. RVNL, Ircon, pull up both those two stocks. Even a stock like Vedanta actually that's got badly beaten down in the last few days, that as well as showing glimpses of coming back. And in fact, now it's trading around its 20 DMA. So we'll keep an eye out on that name. Seen a sharp correction in spite of that dividend that they're going to be giving out. But that stock is trying to pull back. I think it's at around the 20 DMA. That said, well, let's get Manas Jaiswal, technical analyst at manasjaiswal.com, who joins us on the show. Hi, Manas. Is this the real deal? 25,000 is here, but can we get past the 25,250 hump?
Good morning, Nigel. So, yes, today's move is a breakout move because Nifty has regained 20 and 10-day moving average. It has broken the key resistance of 25,000. So I believe that at least you can set the target of around 25,250 on Nifty. And even at current levels, I think one can take a chance. One can create long position, keep your stop loss below 10-day moving average. So your stop loss should be around 24,874. And target would be at least 25,250. However, I believe that even the medium-term outlook is quite positive. And I think after some more consolidation, you can see a breakout above 25,250. And in that case, Nifty can go up and test 25,650.
All right, some couple of stocks that you would give us, Manas, quickly.
So first one is a buy call on AB Capital, where stock has broken the key resistance of 259. So take a long position here. The stop loss should be around 256. Target would be 265. And second is a buy call on Indus Star, where stock has given a flag pattern breakout. So take a long position here. Stop loss should be around 395. Target would be around 410.
Take that point. Thank you so much, Manas, for joining in. With that, we'll slip into a short break, get you more on markets and individual stocks on the other side. Welcome back. You're watching us here on Chartbusters. Let's get in an exclusive conversation. We have Varun Berry, who we spoke to, and this is the MD of Britannia. He spoke about a bunch of things, the importance of learning from startups and growth prospects for the company as well.
Brands will never go away, right? What's changing is not an attitude towards brands. What's changing is the attitude towards how you consume them, right? So, when I was growing up, we would buy a Good Day, for instance, and stay with a Good Day throughout the month. Today, the consumer has a huge repertoire of products, right? But yes, there is a proliferation of products which is happening through startups, and hence they are consuming those products. But once they do that, if they like it, they stay with it. If they don't like it, they come back to their base brand. But believe me, brands are very important, and if you are able to give them what they need through a known brand, they will not move away.
Have you seen any example in this lately? Because I'll give you an example of a recently started brand which was offering protein via the wafer format.
Yeah.
And it's been less than 6 months and they've reached an annual run rate of almost 100 crores. They are increasing their repertoire of products out there, etc. as well. So I'm just trying to figure out that if you know, there were some categories you believe that you had right to win over, and perhaps you were a little late to that, or maybe, you know, other brands have taken that space.
No, that's a great example. Mangalam, I think what they brought to the table was a product which was new to the market. Interesting innovation, because wafer is thought through as a very light product, and what you have inside is protein. So very interesting innovation, and I'm not surprised that they're doing so well. But a lot of these products where we've reached 100 crores in a year, and we've said, man, we should have been much more than that. So I genuinely think that these startups are great, and we need to learn a lot from them, and I hope that they do really well. And but yeah, once we've sort of imbibed what we need to do to make our portfolio interesting, we try to make those modifications as well. We missed that, right? We were not in wafers at that point in time. We were launching base wafers. We were not getting to that stage. But those are things that one needs to certainly look at.
Important to learn from startups, but brands aren't going anywhere. That's the word coming in from Varun Berry, the Executive Vice Chairman and MD CEO of Britannia Industries. You will hear a lot of that all day today on CNBC-TV18. With that, as we come towards the close of Chartbusters, just keep an eye on the markets. Once again, we're seeing an up move. The Nifty, all 4 indices up above your screen at the high point of trade. The metals, they are now making a bit of a comeback as well. So the metal index has moved to the high point of trade. We wrap up on this edition of Chartbusters. You stay tuned. Trading Out comes up next.